Hey everyone, welcome to another How to Webflow. In this video tutorial, I'll be covering an old tutorial that someone found on the forums and asked me if I can do a video version of this tutorial. So it's a drop-down tab menu that looks like this. And it's nothing too crazy, just some CSS styling, some simple interactions, and at the end, I'll be adding in some custom code to kick it up a notch to add some more user experience to it. All right, I'll show you. So here we go. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to bring in a container and push that away from the top of the page. And let's bring in our tabs. All right, so tabs, let's put in some words for each drop down menu. I hope your tab names aren't this long. Hope your tab names aren't this long. But this is your world. You can do whatever you want with your website. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going too much. Okay. Okay, cool. We'll just leave it like that. All right. I'm just trying to make a point. So if you have a bunch of tabs, like say like 5, 6, 7, whatever, and then when it gets to mobile, it looks weird, right? So this is what we're trying to solve. All right. So let's put in some dummy data. Let's put in like panel 1, and then I'm going to copy and paste that into the other tabs so that I can tell I'm changing tabs. There we go. And now the other thing I need to set up is the fake drop down menu. So let's call this mobile drop down tabs, or tab. Okay. And let's do a couple styling things. So let's make sure that any text inside of it doesn't hit the sides or the edges. So I'm going to add some padding. Let's make sure that the text is big, the line height, and the color is white. For the text and for the background, I want it to be blue. And lastly, when I hover over this for the cursor, I want to make sure it shows the pointer. All right. And inside of there, I'm going to put a text block. And let's put some words in here. Open drop down tab menu. And let's name this mobile drop down text. Cool. And let's name these text blocks too. Let's name these. For the tab labels, we'll call it a tab label. All right. Tab label. Tab label. And all of these need like a tab link. So we're going to call these tab link. Tab link, and lastly tab link. And as you can see, it already has a lightning bolt because I did this recording twice already and messed up. So I'm gonna delete the interaction real quick and pretend I'm starting from scratch. So let's go ahead and also add a down arrow. So here's a pro tip. You can actually make a copy of this down arrow icon and put it into any element. So here's how you do that. I'm going to drag in the drop down, copy this icon, go here and paste it. Now you might be wondering, where is it? Well, it's actually colored white because of this font. It's white, but also it's in an odd area. It's right here. The reason why is because Webflow adds pre-styled CSS to components. So whenever you use a component, we add CSS to it to help you out. So first, let's go ahead and delete this drop-down component. We don't need you anymore. Thank you for your icon. And for here, let's go ahead and remove all the pre-styled CSS. So zeroing out all the margins, and the position will be static, and there we go. But now I need these to be on the same line, so what I'm going to do is mobile drop down, flexbox, center. Cool, done. Next, I need to make sure that I hide this from the desktop and the tablet. Actually, I think the tablet, we should show it now. So from the tablet on down, I'm going to use this drop down. Actually, whoops, has to be flex. There we go. All right, so now that we have everything set up, what we need to do is take this tabs menu and hide it. All right, but also we need to set the position to absolute, top, and z-index, we'll say 10. And the reason why I did that is because if I turn it back on, it's on top of the content. Okay, so that's why we do position absolute. We want it on top of other content. And for these tab links, let's go ahead and set them to display block, so they're all on their own row. And you can style these however you want. All right, these are just the basics that you'll need to make this interaction happen. All right, now that we're done with that, let's go to tab menus 3 and hide it. Cool. And now let's go ahead and go into interactions to finish this off. So mobile drop down tab, interaction, plus, mouse click, start animation, and I'm going to delete this and this one so I can start from scratch. Okay, plus, open drop down. And now I'm going to click on tab menu 3. So I can target that, press plus, hide and show, and then at the bottom, flex. Okay. Nope, sorry. Display block. There we go. Cool. That's what I want. All right. So that's how you open it. And for the tab link, I'm going to do a mouse click interaction, start an animation, plus close menu. And what it's going to do is I'm going to go to tabs menu 3, press plus, hide show, and this one is going to be display none. All right. And I want to set them for both tab links and any other tab links in the future. So I'm going to set this to class. And there we go. I have my lightning bolts here. And the trigger should only happen from tablet on down. So I'm going to remove desktop. And for this drop down menu tab, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure that it only triggers on the desktop, on tablet on down. All right. So now we can test. And there we go. Cool. Now let's take this one step further. Let's add some custom code so that if I click on this, the words, "but this is your world," will actually replace that. And so forth with the other two buttons. So let's go ahead and remind ourselves what the text elements are named. So this one is mobile drop down text, and this one's tab label. All right, so now that's in our head. Let's go ahead and do some custom code. And again, I'll put this in the description so you can get it yourself, and so you don't have to retype it. But I like explaining code. So we have to tell the browser, hey, we're writing JavaScript, script. And in between these two, we're going to use a $sign to say, hey, we're using jQuery. And then parentheses, single quote, period. And so the period means class name. So dot tab dash link. Okay, and this is saying on click, do something. How many C's in function? Do something. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target this thing, the thing that I just clicked. That's what this means. The thing that I just clicked. Find children. So I'm going to do whatever children that has a name of tab link with tab label, which there's only one. All right. I'm going to go back here. Yeah, I can name it whatever I want. I'm just going to say TL for tab label. Okay. So children, tab label. Okay, that's what I meant. So what this means is in the browser, make a new memory called TL and save inside of that TL the text of tab label. Okay. And then I want to apply that tab label to mobile-dropdown-text TL. So what this says is, hey, find the element with this class name and then replace the text with whatever is in the memory of TL. All right. So this is the button, the name of the button. It goes in here, and then this text will get replaced with that text. All right. If I did it right, it should work. Let's try it. Let me inspect. Make it mobile. There we go. Yay. And there you go. Cool. Hope this helps. All right, that's it for this video. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, or you have a suggestion for a future tutorial video, please leave that in the comments below. Also, if you want to see the original forum post, I'll post that in the description. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make the web beautiful together. See ya.